These babies are feeling frisky. They're all beautiful. Pretty little broken blues. I don't know as of yet. I know there's at least one female in there. They're also, I think that's a female too that was just running. I'm hoping this one is, because this is the one I want to keep right there. Well, I'd probably keep 3 actually, because I really like these broken blues. And you know, when I'm specifically growing for meat and pelts, you know, you want beautiful colors. And I'm really big into these broken ones because I just think they're beautiful. They're just, yes, you are too, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're just so friendly. Say, maybe we should open up your door and actually get a good look at everybody. Huh. Yeah, this is Elijah's first batch of babies. And of course, I'm just trying, and this one right here looks a lot like Daddy. Very sweet babies. All of them are very sweet. That one over there is the one little girl that she's already got a home. But this one right here, I'm hoping is a girl. But I don't know. And then this one, I hope's a girl. And this one, I hope's a girl. And this one, I hope's a girl. And I'll have a hard time choosing, of course. But I do know that I wanted to keep the solid blue if it is a girl, for sure. And this one right here, and the fur on these guys, oh my goodness. The fur is just immaculate. They're so soft. So soft. Yes, you guys are. Oh, just so soft, like Mama. Like Mama is. Just so soft. Yes, babies. But that's my blues, which I'm very, very proud of. And then, of course, oh, goodness sakes, I always have a hard time getting this. It's because it's got to be pulled in just enough to get it in there. And at least it's tied down. They really like me messing with them. And then, of course, Hannah here, she's got 2 broken blues in here that I've noticed. And I hope that at least one of them is a female, because I will keep it. Actually, that's one right there. And then that one over there, right there, that's a blue too. So I'm really hoping that these all turn out to, you know, be the blues anyways, or end up being girls. And I'm just really hoping for that. You can definitely tell the difference between them and Mama. Like, she's a lot darker black looking. Those are more blue. So those are her 2 blues, and these were out of Samson. So that's a good cross with Hannah and Samson, which is a Darius Haley line. And then this is an Elijah, and she's a doe that I bought, my blue doe. And then this is her full litter sister. That's a doe that I bought, and this was a Darius cross, because I was hoping to try to see if I couldn't get a broken from Darius this time out of her. And there's one right there, one broken, but we got these beautiful whites too. And I thought to myself, you know what, I could probably keep a female white. Hopefully it'll be a white this time. The goal was to keep a Darius white doe and breed her back to either my solid blue buck Samson, or go back to Elijah again and try to get some brokens. But if this ends up being a broken, that would still be a good cross, because she still's got blue, you know, in the bloodline. And if I cross her with either of my blue bucks, I should get broken out of her no matter what, with possible blues. But maybe if she is a female and then I can find a white female, I'll probably end up keeping both of them. I'm trying to really build my colony up with very nice looking patterned does to try to keep in my herd, but also keep maybe some solids too, to possibly crossbreed with some of my brokens. These babies they got a lot of personality, these babies do. But Mr. Elijah over there, he has got a lot of personality. He reminds me a lot of Darius, and they're not even related by any means. This is another doe that was bought. This is a doe that I bought. This is actually Hannah. No, Holly, sorry. No, Haley. Haley, who is Holly and Hannah's mom. And then she's also Pumpkin's mom too. So I've got 3 does right now from Haley that I've bred and grown. This is a Samson doe that's a blue, but she's also looks like she's a little brittle too, because she's out of my agouti chestnut, whatever you want to call her doe, that I bought. And this one, we all know Cinderella. She was my first New Zealand that I had, full-blooded New Zealand that I had bought first. And then that's her litter mate over there that I got this year, but I got her last year. She's got her 2 kits in there, 2 blacks and 1 white. And then Miss right here, this Missy, Miss Blue Diamond, was given to me, but she is a blue doe. She came from pedigreed breeder, but the breeder I got her from, which was the same breeder I got her from, which is pedigreed, the breeder that she got her from never gave her the paperwork on her, so she's pedigreed, but not, I don't know any more information on her besides age, and that's it. And then this doe right here is another blue doe that I have that came from the same farm she did. Again, the breeder that I bought her from the breeder that I got my 2 blue does out there, and then I keep wanting to call her Cinderella, Princess, and then Iris over there. She had bought her thinking that she was going to get pedigrees to breed blues, and ended up not getting them, so they wanted to wean their non-pedigree ones, where they're supposed to be pedigreed but not, out, and go from there. Trying to move all that extra hay off into the underneath here. But yeah, everything else that I have bred and kept, we're going to go through them real quick. So that would be right here, Holly, who is a Hannah and Champ cross. So she's got a little orange in her, but not a whole lot. She's not like super flashy, but she is broken. This is a Darius Bluebell cross, which is her mama right there. So she does have blue, but she is black. And her litter mate right here, Chloe, is a daughter out of Darius and Miss Bluebell. Now what I've noticed, that these babies, the Darius and Bluebell cross, they grow very fast. I mean, look at the size of these does. Like, we're looking over top. They are wide and have a lot of meat to bone ratio. And then we look over her. Of course, she's not sitting up, but you could still see the wideness in her back. Pattern flows from Daddy look really nice on them. I mean, there we go. We have a nice. And she was actually the bigger doe out of the 2. And she's longer than her, for sure. But they weigh about the same amount. And then another doe that I bred myself was this one. This is Dee Dee. She is a blue doe out of Samson and Honey down there. And then this is Belle. Belle is a Darius and Princess doe. And look at the size on her. First time mama 9 beautiful kits, and she is a wonderful mother, aren't you, girl? She's a 31-day breeder, though, so far. I did notice that. She did not kendall on her due date, but then a day later she did, so that's 31 days. Very, very nice doe. And let's see. Trying to think where, oh, my other 2 are out here that I've bred and kept. So this doe right here, this is Magnificent. She is a, let's open it up so we can get a good, and she's gonna come over. Hello, beautiful. She is a dark chestnut or agouti, I would say, with a dark face. These babies. These are champ babies. And that one right there, I'm pretty sure it's that one or this one. I can't remember, but maybe it's both of them. This one looks like a little steel almost, the color of it. And then we got an agouti, and then a blue steel right there. Another agouti, and then some little blacks. But she was one that I bred. This is out of Honey, my agouti chestnut doe, and a black New Zealand buck that I had that I sold. He was on the smaller side, but what I can say is Honey is on the smaller side too. She's one of my smaller does, but she produces very nice babies, and she is a good mama. They take a little longer to grow, obviously, but overall she is actually bigger than her mom is now, and she's not even a year old. But she is I'm gonna say 7 months now, and she's actually bigger than her mom. So I'm pretty proud of this cross right here. She'll be staying for a long time. And this is her first litter, so we're going to see how these babies grow out with Sam, my blue buck. And that's why some of these have like a blue tint. That one's definitely got a blue tint to it. And then, of course, Ruby, she's going to my cousin's house with one of her little does. And then she was just one that I had bought and started off with too. And then Miss Pumpkin right here is a Haley and Darius cross, and she is a, I think this is called a Turret color because she's like an orangish brown. I bred her to Champ hoping for orange, which I did get. Little does, and this is a little doe right there. I'm keeping this one for sure, and I want to keep one of these, and I'm hoping one of them is a doe. I think she's got 4 that are that color. Yeah, there's one back there too. So this is a little orange. That's a little orange. It don't have a whole lot of orange on it, but it does. And then she's got one that looks a lot like her. That is an orange right here. Yes, say you're a cutie. And then we got another little, not a whole lot of orange on it, but another broken orange right there. So I have one of these sold to a lady who also wants one of my broken blues. She wants a doe from each. But I'm very pleased with the coloring that I've gotten. Yes. Yes. So that's something I'm looking forward to. So I plan on keeping a couple from her just because I really like the Darius Haley line, and I kind of want to keep this line going for sure. And Darius is he is my broken, well, we can come over here, and just for those that might not know, but he is my broken black buck that I have, and he is my only buck that is not pedigreed, but I do know I do know information on his parents. Like, his sire was a white New Zealand, and his dam was, or mother was, a broken black New Zealand. So that's where he kind of gets his color tone, and he does like to throw whites. And he's just going to sit in that corner. Huh, buddy? Yes. Say he's the sweetest guy ever, aren't you, boy? Yes, you are. Which is so sweet. And then, of course, Sam. Then we got this is Champ, my orange buck, and he's not a true orange because he's light colored underneath of him, and not orange like he should. But he is papered, half pedigreed. And then these two boys are full pedigreed, which is Samson is my blue buck, and then Elijah, which is my broken blue buck. And he is becoming such a really nice buck where he's just not sure. He's like, you got a lady for me, or do you want to pet me? Do you got a lady for me? Boy, you're going to be so busy, you're not going to know what to do. Yeah. I've got many ladies I want to breed to you. Yes, many. And you are just producing some of the most beautiful babies. You are, boy. You're producing some of the most beautiful babies. He's beautiful. He really is. He's just a beautiful buck. I'm very pleased with the bucks that I have. I mean, he comes from the same farm as Haley does. He's from a total farm out of Wabash, Indiana, I think. Or Wakarusa, maybe that's where he came from. He come from a different farm who was just breeding for meat, mainly, and wasn't worried about pedigrees. And then he came from Howe, Indiana, I believe. I think that's where Loretta is located, the breeder that I got him from. And she actually, I think, got him from somebody else, and then ended up selling him and his littermate sister, which is Honey. So that right there is my whole information on my rabbit, my rabbit tree. I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in that, but that explains my rabbits and their genetics and what I do for my rabbits that I breed specifically for meat and pellets, meaning their fur. So that's why I'm really looking into these broken ones and then solids all together. Today was vinegar day, so everybody got a cup of apple cider vinegar in their water. I do that every Monday. Everybody does. That helps out with just like reproduction. It helps. I mean, what I can see is when I don't do it, I have does that don't really want to breed very well, and if they do, they have small litters. And I like a litter of 8+. I really do. I think my does do very well with litters that size, and I can't complain with it. Can't complain. My only concern was with Princess. She had 8 babies. No, she had 7. She had 7 babies, and only 3 made it. But they were so little. If you guys were to go back to my videos, you would see I when I was pulling them out, I was like, oh my gosh, these are so tiny. And they were only about this big or so, and she had 3 that were a little bigger, like a normal size baby, but the rest of them were very tiny. The next day, was it the next day? No, I think it was 2 days later. The rest of them were gone, and she only had 3. So with that being said, we've got does that are gonna kendall next month if they took. And the only one that I actually seen, I gotta take her. I'm getting rid of these hay feeders because I don't really care for those. I don't know where they are. Oh yeah, I put them back there. My other feeder is better, so I need to take that one out. But she is, I don't know if she actually took because I never seen the buck. I ended up leaving them then together for 24 hours. Same with her because she just ran and ran and ran. She did too. The one on the end did. She did also, was just running. She's the only one that I seen actually got bred. And that was to Samson, which I think this is going to be a wonderful cross because she's a Darius Bluebill. And then she was bred to Samson. So we'll see. She might be the only one that kendles next month. And if that's the case, then see, I had been a whole month without any vinegar in there when I went to breed everybody. And that, I think, was a big deal. She looks like she could be pregnant. So I've got her down. I've got everyone down. So we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put boxes in with everybody at the 3-day prior to their kindling dates. And go from there. And hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of my cages, my 6-footers built, and go from there. I got to get this one put together. It's my plan to do this today. I can't remember if I said that. I went to try to go to town and my keypad won't start my car. We've known that the keypad was going bad on it. And I was hoping that we could get by for a little longer, but yeah, it's malfunctioning big time, and I definitely don't want to be stuck somewhere and my car not want to start because my keypad don't work. So with that being said, I've got plenty of stuff I can do here, and my husband just says, we'll just go after work today, and I said, well, Bullseye most likely will be closed, and he's like, it is what it is, and it is what it is. I don't know if I want to put this one on the end there. So like I've got the 6 cages coming clear across here, or how I actually want to do it. I'm not sure yet. Or just buy 3 cages when I go tonight. That way I can get 3 more cages built. Because the plan would be is to buy, if I bought 2 more cages, that would give me another one of these. But if I bought 3, I could put 3 more cages together. And then I would be prepared for 3 mamas to go in there once their babies start. Once they get a little bigger in here, I'm saying, because I kind of want to keep them right in here until they're about 3 weeks old, and then I can transfer them into these bigger pens. Because this pen right here, I think I want to make this as my, I think I've said that before, like my grow out for my does that I want to keep, and then does that are first time mamas obviously will stay in here, and then they'll be transferred out into bigger pens. And like I've been trying to state, you have to, we are going to try to do this for all of our does for sure. The only thing I don't like about these TSC cages, I would say, is that of course the bottoms of these, like my husband was saying, we need to make this so there's not so much way right here, which you can see that. But you can't really put this together any more than what it is, because I know, baby. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to poke at you or nothing. No. Hi, the babies. Yes. Hi, the babies. Yes. This one's just got just a little dot on its nose, and the rest of it's white. It's like it wanted to be a pure white, but didn't come out that way. And of course, they can throw pure whites because they are from Darius. They've got a chance because he likes to throw solid whites. Because he's got a sire who is a solid white. And that's where it comes from. Like this one right here is a solid white. She's trying to dig in there, trying to get this stuff. I know that they need pellets because we forgot them yesterday. But once she goes to her new home and one of the other does in here go with her, then this cage will be open for a mama to be in too. But yeah, it'll be great. You guys will see as we get these bigger cages in, and they definitely like having something bigger in, especially with mamas with larger amounts of babies, you know. So that'll work out great, and we'll just have to keep you guys posted, you know, because I do videos every single day, just to give updates on everything. And then probably later this week I will do, like, well, maybe in another week, because then these babies will be about 2 weeks old, and we'll do a run through of all the babies that are, you know, how they look, and just looking at them and everything to that direction, and we'll go from there. And then within that 2 weeks, we should only have about another week or so left before all the rest of these does will be due. So that being said, thank you guys again. Have a sleepy mama. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Please subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all our new subscribers, and we'll see everybody, like I said, tomorrow. Till next time. God bless.